I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down.
Welcome back to another episode of Make It Make Sense podcast. On this episode, unveiling the journey, a mother's perspective on raising a child with autism. Hello, Miss Jessica. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm great. So, I like to get right into things. So let's get right into this interview. Why don't you give everybody a little bio on raising a child with autism?
Well, it's hard as hell. No, it's a very interesting journey. It's never a dull moment, and I have been a mother for 8 years now, and my twins just turned 8 years old on the 15th of July. So it's been a very, very interesting and tiresome, but yet enjoyable journey.
Got you. So, how did you first notice that your child might be on the autism spectrum?
So I only had her twin brother to basically compare her to. So Elias is her twin, and he started talking fairly early, and his first word was hello. And then Camille, she just kind of mumbled and did a lot of the yeah, or just kind of pointing at things that she wanted. So I knew that there was a delay there. I just assumed at the beginning that it was just because she was the younger twin. But then as they started school, I started noticing that she wasn't picking up the same language or behaviors as kids her age. And that's when I decided to go ahead and get her tested to make sure that she was okay.
Got you. What were some of the initial challenges you faced after your child's diagnosis?
The major challenge was definitely getting her the assistance and support that she needed with the public school system. It's not the greatest, but that's when advocating for your child becomes the biggest fight that you have when you have a child with autism.
Got you. Now, how has having a child with autism impact your family daily routine?
For my personal family, it's just me and the twins. My day to day is definitely centered around both of them and their schedules and their activities. Outside of us, the extended family, like my mom, my dad, and my brothers. Well, my mom is absolutely helpful when she's able to at least give me a break if I just need like an hour and a half nap or that or that nature. My dad is a little bit different. He feels that autism is something that a child can grow out of, and it's slightly an insult. Growing out of autism is not it's not something that should be said to a person or a mother or a parent that's dealing with a child of autism, especially if you are not there in the day-to-day fight or, the troubles or the meltdowns or anything that happens with that child. And I've noticed a lot of people that don't understand it. That's the kind of communication that comes across when they're talking to a parent with a child of autism.
Definitely, and I have a niece that has autism as well, and man, when I say this woman is awesome because she's a grown woman now, she's 31 years old, and she's an artist, and I mean, she's living her best life.
I tell people all the time, autism is not a disability. It's just a different viewpoint of life.
Exactly.
And I feel like everyone should be involved or around someone with autism because it would change their perspective of how they see the world. Yes, the world is crazy, but it would definitely give you a change of perspective of how to handle the differences that you come across.
Definitely. And I'm gonna give you one little thing from my niece when she was growing up. She had said to me, and I think a lot of the kids feel that way, but I always treated my niece just like the other kids, right?
Absolutely.
And my mother and my sister tend to do, different, treat her a little different because of the autism. And she told me one day, she was like, Uncle Chris, I love you because you don't treat me different. And I was like, wow.
Yeah,
And I
I
had to tell
definitely
my mother.
treat my daughter the exact same way. She's your average 8-year old. She may
Mm,
need a little bit of more patience or guidance with certain things,
definitely,
but she gets the same treatment. You
definitely.
act up, mommy gonna tap your butt a little bit too, just cause.
I
Like
know that's right.
there's no cut cars around that.
I know that's right. What are some of the most rewarding moments you've experienced as a parent of a child with autism?
When they actually meet those milestones and then just randomly surprising you. I didn't know that my daughter could actually read when she was about 5 years old until one day we were getting ready for school. I got her dressed, and my son came in the room, and I helped him get dressed and tie his shoes. She grabbed a book, literally sat down, and was like, "The circle is red." And I looked at her like, "Oh, so we can read now. So this is what we're doing." And it literally just took me by surprise because, as a mother, you may read to your kids at night. And when you have a child with autism, sometimes you don't know if they're absorbing the information that you're giving them,
Hmm.
but it's definitely in there. And my daughter is stubborn, so she will let her uniqueness and her advanced abilities show when she wants them to. So, yeah, and she's able to tie her shoes, which honestly just happened maybe about 3 months ago. And I kind of stayed away from getting shoes with laces because I didn't want her to be frustrated when she's not around me. But she sat down and tied her shoes like she had been tying her shoes all her life. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what we're doing. Awesome.
Yep, they learn. And they
Oh, yeah.
learn fast too. I think they might learn a little faster than most because, and like you said, she don't want to show it right away. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think they learn a lot faster.
Oh, yeah. I can definitely see that. Mm-hmm.
So, how do you balance the needs of your child with autism with the needs of your other family members?
Interesting. um, like I said before, like generally my schedule revolves around them. But when it comes time to do things with family, I will let them know, hey, she does have autism. Certain situations, I might not be able to stay because she may be overloaded, or it might be some type of triggers for her, depending on what the atmosphere is. Um, 9 times out of 10, it's something dealing with food. So my daughter will have a great time because she loves food. But if it's something with loud noises, depending on like if it's a circus or if it's like a firework display, if I don't pack the headphones, then 9 times out of 10, we will not be staying long, but we'll go show support. When the ruckus starts, then we'll go ahead and head out. So she won't make it uncomfortable for other people.
Got you. Are there any particular therapies or interventions that have been beneficial for your child?
So yes, so when I first found out she was autistic, they gave me speech therapy, occupational therapy, and ABA therapy.
Hmm.
Speech and occupation was done through the schools, which a therapist will come in and kind of just go over with her how to enunciate words and kind of just not walking on her toes or flapping her hands or doing a lot of spinning. Um, and then with the ABA therapy, they come to the house and basically help her live or show her how to live what we deem as a normal life, like, folding clothes, washing dishes, or just doing regular homework to kind of help her get into the habit of what we call something that is normal. And she's been in those therapies for about 2.5, 3 years now.
Okay, and it's been working good, huh?
Thus far, it has been working good. Yes, her patience level and her being frustrated when she's learning new tasks has definitely gone down. It went from her being frustrated or having a meltdown for an hour and a half to now we're down to 20 or 30 minutes, depending on what the task may be. So, yeah, that has definitely helped.
Got you. How do you navigate social situations, both for you and your child?
So depending on what it is, we'll try it. So I like to communicate with both my children to let them know, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to like run into Home Depot or we're going to run into Target. If you are good and follow directions, then maybe we can check out the toy section before we leave. And if she gets overwhelmed, she's able to kind of communicate that with me now, like, mommy, I'm tired. Or what she'll do is, in the autism community, it's called scripting. She'll
Mm,
basically repeat her favorite show or movie, and that lets me know what her emotion is at that time. So if she's feeling sad or overwhelmed, she'll probably script one of her Pepper Pig episodes where Peppa was upset that she couldn't whistle or something like that. And that, to me, that lets me know, okay, she's uncomfortable, she's ready to go, and this is what it's going to be before there's a big explosion or a meltdown. And that helps me kind of navigate if we need to leave a certain area within a certain period of time.
definitely. That Pepper Pig, man, the kids love that show.
Oh gosh, Peppa Pig, and I think it's Bluey, and I'm like, okay, all these British shows, but that's fine.
They take it over.
Yes.
Well, I think they're a little better than Disney. Woo,
Oh, absolutely, because Disney got some hidden messages in there.
exactly, a lot of them. So, what kind of support networks or resources have you found helpful in your journey as a parent?
So there is a group that I follow on Facebook. It's called Black Autistic Moms. It's a lot of Black moms from different areas, and they just share their different struggles and the joys and concerns that they've had with their child. Some of the techniques that have worked for their child is put in that group. Some of the vitamins, anything of that nature. And it gives me just a better look to know that I'm not by myself. And even though what they may suggest in the group may not work for me, but if I give it a try and it does work, then it helps. And then there's other communities like within the school system that we at, because we recently changed schools. They have an autism mom support group, and they also have different resources that they give out from other autistic agencies that do like sensory movie theater days or a sensory science club day or anything of that nature to help make sure that autistic kids are still involved and have somewhat of a normal life that we deem normal anyway.
Got you. How do you advocate for your child's needs within the education system and other institutions?
Other than cussing them out, I am an active parent. Baby, you will see my face. If my child is acting up, the teachers have my phone number and my email. They can call me directly, no matter what time of day it may be. If it's involving either one of my children, call me or text me. I am always available to make sure that they are doing what they are supposed to do, because it's not always on the teacher.
Mm,
One of the things my parents said to me when I when I got pregnant actually was, you are responsible for making sure your child knows how to read and follow directions. And I took that to heart. Yes, they go to school and it's the teacher's job to make sure that they understand the material. But you, as a parent, you still have to do your part, because it's not just the teachers. Like, it's literally a village in every aspect of a village, making sure that the child is being brought up the right way and has an understanding of the different things in school. So, yes, I'm there. I'm always there.
got you, got you. All right. Well, we done came down to the final question, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask it. What
Okay.
advice or insight would you offer to parents who are just beginning their journey with a child with autism?
The very, very first thing I say is cry. And I say this because the journey is so emotional. As when I first found out, as a mom, I assumed that it was my fault. I thought that I did something in my pregnancy, or I didn't do something right in my pregnancy. So I thought it was my fault. And it's not your fault. And it's okay to cry throughout the journey, because you may feel sad about something, or because you're happy in the moments that your child overcomes a struggle that they have been facing. And then the other thing is, whatever your child's go to is, whether it be trains, puzzles, pictures, painting, whatever, involve your child in it as much as possible. So, for example, Camille loves candles, okay? Absolutely loves them. So much so that we could go over a relative's house or even just a friend's house. And if they have a candle lit, she will go to the candle, sit down and sing happy birthday and blow the candle out. So what I did to help involve her in that is we started a candle business to help spread autism awareness so that she can have something that she's going to grow with. So we started a candle business. She helps make the candles. She helps put the labels on the candles, and she helps sells the candles. Like we just had a pop-up shop we did on Saturday that she was actually involved with the customer service piece, talking to the customers, packing their orders, and that helps her to interact with the public and her peers and those that are older than her a whole lot more. So absolutely involve your children in whatever it is that they like. You can make it a business, earn some profit off of it, spread some autism awareness so that they can feel included and not feel left out of what we as people that don't have autism deem as normal.
Sound like a winner. Is there anything you want to say, like give out any of your websites or Instagram, Facebooks, or anything before we sign out?
Sure, absolutely. Follow us at cams underscore awesome underscore candle. And awesome is AUSOME, and candle is with a K. And visit us on our website at www.camsawesomecandle.com. Place an order, check out our journey, and just follow us as we move through this because we're still in the early stages and we would love support. And if you have an awesome journey, just feel free to reach out to us and maybe we can share it and collab.
Sounds good. And make sure you send me all that information so when I put the video up, I can put it in the description so people will
Okay,
get to
cool.
see it as well.
I can do
Um,
that.
I want to thank you for this interview. I definitely appreciate this. And
Oh, no problem. No problem.
I need that next interview about the modeling. So whenever you're ready for that one, let me
I got you. I'll actually
know.
be in New York in a couple weeks for the New York Fashion Week, so I got you. Got you covered.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, as we wrap up today's episode, remember to take care of yourself and prioritize your well being. And I'm out. Peace.
All righty.